is a sermon that was shared to me by my nephew. In my culture, he's my son. My brother's son is my son, young Calvin Tshuma. He was talking to me the other day and he said, "Daddy, what makes a good father? How do I, as a father, create an environment conducive for my family, my wife and children, conducive for the attainment of desired goals?" And we talked and we shared a number of issues, especially about migrant parents raising American children. Ultimately, we agreed that to be a good parent, you don't need to be a father and a mother, or a single father or a single mother. It doesn't matter. What matters the most is that you, as a parent, be a loving parent. Not just knowing love from your perspective, from your own lenses, but knowing and expressing love as understood and embraced by each of your children in a language that they understand. Gary Chapman put it in the context of marriage, but my son, Young, put it in the context of parenthood. That is why I looked at John chapter 3, verse 16. Just think about it. Very familiar passage. For God so loved. It is the essence of love that drives God to reconcile the world unto himself. It is the essence, the driver of love that sends him to Calvary. It is love that drives our salvation. Good parenting, when children can wake up and know that they are loved in the language that they understand. And then when we introduce them to a loving God, a loving Father, they can see through the lenses of their biological, earthly father, they can see the God who is in heaven. And the strange thing about this passage is that God is love. That means when we say, "I love you," we literally are saying, "I God you. I divine you." And if we are going to be what God is to each other, to our children and spouses, then the best resource for that love is God. That means even as we take time to reflect on this God, when we understand him, or when we attempt to understand him, may we understand him through the lenses of love. How God has loved you. And when you embrace and understand that love of God, and you pass it on to your sons and daughters, you'll always find that in your mouth there is a blessing. I conclude by Numbers chapter 6 verse 22. It simply says, "And God said unto Moses, Moses, tell Aaron, Aaron, tell your children, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you, and you shall put his name in your heart, and you shall be called blessed." The love that comes from God is a love that blesses us out of the abundance of God's blessings. Friends, just maybe, good parenting is indeed driven by love. Good being a husband or wife, just maybe, is driven by love. The power of love, John 3:16, sends his son to Calvary. It is the same power of love that continues to care for us, even under any circumstances, good or bad. In the best of times and the worst of times, God's love continues to surround us. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and give you peace. and you shall put his name in your heart, and you shall speak the spoken word in love, not only by word, but by deed. Keep on loving.